Hatred of the Jewish people and the nation of Israel has risen 1,000% since the horrible Hamas attack on Israel 2 years ago. Every morally decent person in the world should have been horrified by the massacre of Israelis and should, right now, be standing up for Israel and the Jewish people's right to live in their ancestral homeland, Israel. But something malevolent has happened in Western civilization. And here is the biblical truth about the malevolent power behind the rising hatred of Jews and Israel. In the Bible, Revelation chapter 12 tells of a great red dragon that was set to devour the child of a pregnant woman. That woman was Israel, and the child she gave birth to was Jesus Christ the Messiah. When the red dragon, Satan, failed to stop the coming of the Messiah, and Jesus succeeded in his mission to be crucified and resurrected from the dead, securing eternal salvation for all who repent and believe, the dragon was enraged with the woman, and he went to make war with the rest of her offspring, who keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. That is why we are seeing a worldwide rise of hatred and violence against Israel and the people God has chosen, the Jews. And sadly, the USA has a lot of useful idiots who are willing to be Satan's stormtroopers against the Jews and Israel. Well, I stand with Israel and the Jewish people because God stands with Israel and the Jewish people. Some Christians wrongly say that God has turned his back on the Jews because they rejected the Messiah. But Romans chapter 11, the entire chapter declares that God has not abandoned the Jews, and in fact the Jews will play a vital role in the end times. Revelation chapter 7 tells us that during the tribulation, 144,000 men will be sealed as servants of God. Those men are Jewish men of Israel. And when Jesus, the Messiah, returns to earth, he's not going to Washington, D.C. He's going to Jerusalem. In fact, Romans 11:26 says this, "And so all Israel shall be saved. As it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer." So, if you are a Christian man or woman, your duty is to pray, fast, and study the Scriptures so you will know the truth, and to stand firmly for Israel and the Jews because God stands firmly for Israel and the Jews. Choose this day whom you will serve. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.